Hi everybody, this is going to be random reading number 5. It's all about perspective. I'm just going to do a good shuffle here. Hold on. Alright. Try this again. This is the Robin Wood deck that I'm using. It is in fact one of my favorite learning decks. I've taught quite a few people to read with this deck. But since then there are some really fantastic new decks out there. So maybe there are some other really good learning decks too. Okay. The Star Reversed. Okay, so I don't know. Let me just put this out there. I read intuitively and visually. I don't read by the book necessarily. So you've got two paths that you could take. One is a little more interesting than the other. But if you take the interesting path, you are going there for the experience. The outcome is not going to be as substantial as the outcome if you take the path that seems a little more mundane. So the path that appears to be a little more mundane and mainstream does not seem on first sight to be especially interesting or something that you're into. Here's the thing about that. The path itself is pretty mundane. But where this path leads you is to a place where you can branch out and more interesting things will come your way. So rather than this being the star and everything is, bright and exciting, I'm reading it, especially, in reverse. I'm reading it as you have a couple of options here. And it should not be left unsaid that you are going to make your life interesting. You're going to make this experience interesting regardless of which path you take. But I am going to say, really, you if you take the most interesting, exciting looking path, it will be a more short-term experience. It might be very exhilarating. It might be the experience of your life. You might find yourself in a situation that is not the best for you, but all experience is learning experience if you choose that path. If you take the path that looks less interesting, you will have some stability behind you, so you can choose to do some interesting things within the confines of the more mundane. And I think that is I think that's the message here for this one card reading. Number 5 overall. I'll figure out how I'm gonna label those later. Okay, thanks for checking in, and I hope this works. If this resonates with you, it makes some sense, or, after the fact, if you feel like, yeah, this reading told you some stuff you needed to know, leave something in the comments to let me know. Thank you.